Hello and welcome back to another episode of the channel. Today we've got a few things going on, a bit outside of the norm. So today I'm less on the tools. I do have one job to go down and look at a broken boiler for an elderly couple. But mostly today I've got, if you've obviously follow me and watch most of the videos, you'll have known that the work vehicle broke down over Christmas, and with all my best efforts I've not been able to get it back running, so it's just been sat for at least 2 months plus. So we need to, today I've got someone picking it up who's going to give me cash for scrap. We're just going to get it scrapped because I just can't have it sat there any longer. So I've got to give this a clean out, get all my belongings out of it, ready for them to come and pick it up. Then I've got to head down to Cardiff to visit one of my clients, just to give them some treats and sign some forms. And then this afternoon I'm going to be back doing some quotes. So stick along and see how my day pans out. Sevier, haha. Let's give it one more try, last ditch attempt, see if it starts before we give it away. I've even got a quarter of a tank of petrol on there as well, which is a knob. Pas. Okay, so now we're just going to dig out the logbook, the spare key, and then we're ready for them to just come and pick up and take away their car. Found my old glasses. Yes! Now when it's a sunny day I can just pop out the shades. Away we go. Car pickup people.
No, it's car from Papa, but yeah, we do collect cars, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're meant to be picking up mine this morning.
He's out collecting now and yours is next on, I can see him in the office, yours is next.
Next on the list, is it?
Yeah.
Perfect, lovely. Alright, lovely, thanks for your help.
Cheers mate.
Bye bye. So there we are, we've just got rid of the work vehicle thankfully, because it's been really annoying me having to move cars around outside the house. So now I am just heading down to see Harry. I've got a set of valves I've just got to drop off to him, just see how he's getting on the job that he's doing. Just a couple of, well, we started it yesterday, a few radiators we've been fitting in this property. Then I am going to be heading down to go and have a look at this old chap's boiler.
Wonder if you can get that over that. You can get that over there, over the top there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that'll
I
be
mean,
easier, yeah.
I know you'll have to take that elbow off.
There's an ISO on the other side, they didn't.
All nice and tidy, look. See? Sheets out, protecting the carpet. Shoe covers on his feet. It's exactly how we like to be working. Work out, exactly what's going to be needed to be done. Let us know, so I can give her a price. But it is pretty much going to be. You've been there before. Private customer. With our woman, tell her she needs a new boiler.
She has got a Worcester 240.
Oh, is that mega old? Is it?
Oh, probably older than me.
Hello.
Oh, hi Sharon, it's Chad from Book Your Boiler.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Right, I haven't got very good news.
Oh.
The parts for your boiler are obsolete now.
Oh, okay.
So it's proving difficult to get one of those air pressure switches.
Right.
I think I can get one online, but had you booked in with? Did Kelly book you in for tomorrow? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that boiler, that lady I was just speaking to was I was doing a boiler service on a property next door. She came out, asked if I could have a little look at her boiler because it wasn't working. It turns out that it's a Worcester 240, which is pretty old, and my supplier is telling me that the parts for it are obsolete now. I have, however, found an air pressure switch online, but I mean the reasons why I wouldn't just straight away go, yeah, look, change the boiler, is because if we can get the air pressure switch and it does make the boiler work, it's a relatively cheap item to repair it. I have sort of covered my back and said, look, if this doesn't work or if anything else goes wrong on the boiler, that you're going to be in for a new boiler. Not only that, I just don't know where we would fit in another new boiler installation, given the fact that I'm about to head down to another job now for an old gentleman whose boiler I serviced not that long ago, but I know his boiler's very old, so this could well be another conversation where we're saying, look, you should have a new boiler installed. We just don't really, at the present minute, have the capacity to be installing all these boilers, which is why we really do need to start the recruitment process. So yeah, that one just sounds like there's sludge and a lot of crap in the system. I don't think I recorded it, but when I serviced this about a month ago, the amount of black water that come out of the boiler was ridiculous. And I showed the customer, I said, look, there's loads of sludge in this system. But of course, people don't necessarily just want to just go and change a boiler or have a system flush, because it costs a lot of money, which I completely get, which is why we don't always just go straight in with the, right, stick a new boiler in. You know, if we can get parts, if we can offer solutions that are cheaper or more cost effective short term, so that it allows them or buys them a bit of time to then save up ready for a new boiler. But I always do say, I'm like, look, this is not going to get any better. Yes, it may last you a little bit longer, but it's not going to last you forever. Especially, I mean, that boiler is probably like 18 odd years old, non-condensing. So yeah, I mean, it's good for us as well. It sets the seed that, that'll be a boiler installation for us at some point in time, I'm sure. And that's how we've got to operate, is as professional as possible, giving the customer all the options they can. You do get some companies, you see, that'll just go in and go, right, you need a new boiler, straight out, no, new boiler, because they want to churn those, churn it out. Oh, I want a boiler install. But that's you're not offering the customer the best service there. In the first instance, we should be looking at, can we repair it? Is it economically viable to repair before just going straight in on replacing the boiler?
What area is it in?
So it's a busy day for us today. We have plenty of gas safeties and some boiler services. Approximately, I think it's six or seven to do. So we're gonna plow through these. I'm gonna have to check base with Harry today to see how he's getting on. He's got a bit of a half-day job, which is like install a new bath panel and fit a shower, etc. So stay tuned, see how our day pans out. So I got a funny story on this boiler. Sometime last year, got called to it because the tenant wasn't getting any hot water, and we went through various different diagnostics. Even spoke to Worcester on the phone on technical, and it was decided that, look, it's probably got to be the flow turbine on the domestic water side of things that is the problem. So naturally, isolate the cold water supply here at the boiler. Started cracking this nut here and the split pin to take this pipe off. All of a sudden, water going like everywhere in here. I've had to scramble and find the stop tap, turn water off. Luckily this is in the kitchen and I was able to minimise, well, there was no damage at all really. But what an installer had done, is fitted the boiler and piped up the hot and cold the wrong way round. So the cold was going through the hot and the hot was going through the cold. It was just in complete reverse. So that was very interesting on the day that happened.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
Or cheaper after.
are they what cheaper.
Like 38 colour. You guys enjoy.
So the start of the year has been pretty hectic, especially with having Harry off sick for a number of weeks. It's been pretty tough going. Next week I am on holiday, and the difficulty we've got where we're still at such a small stage is we're going to have to take laptop with us because we don't have Harry like fully busy, which means as jobs come in, we're still going to have to unload them, we're still going to have to schedule them into his diary. So yeah, we're still not quite there yet, and I think the reason I'm sharing this is just because people need to realise that when you start a business or when you own a business, it's not just as simple as, you know, go on holiday and switch off as a business owner. Well, certainly if you're anything like me anyway, you go on holiday and it is very difficult to switch off from the business. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. You know, that business is not easy. Same as this YouTube channel, it's not easy to keep coming up with content all the time. Which is why I would really, really appreciate it if you haven't already liked and subscribed to our channel to help us grow, that you could hit that subscribe button down below, give us a follow, and it'll really help us grow, really help inspire us. At the minute we are going through a bit of stagnation where we're just not getting the amount of subscribers as I'd like to. So yeah, let us know in the comments as well if there is anything that you're noticing is a little bit mundane with the videos or things that we can do better, and absolutely we'll take these on board and make sure that the channel is as interesting to watch as we can make it. Okay, so we're here now, going to carry out a landlord gas safety check on this boiler. What's very interesting and nice to hear is the tenant had said that they're happy for us to do the recording, and the reason why is because they've previously used YouTube themselves to help them top up the pressure, for example, on the boiler. Sometimes it can be a bit of a minefield, especially with topping up pressure. So in fact, I think before we get started, I will show you how to top up the pressure on this Glowworm Ultimate 30C. On most traditional sort of boilers, you tend to get like a silver braided hose that will go from one pipe to the other. That's a little bit different on this, and that's why on glowworms can be a little bit difficult to find the filling loop to top the pressure back up. So if you just look up here, you'll see this little mini silver braided hose from here to here, and this is going from the cold water supply in to the central heating pipe here. What you have then is two levers, 1 and 2. Whilst they're in the horizontal position, this means they are closed. So to top up the pressure, you want to turn this lever so that it's vertical. Then you turn this one, and you'll actually hear the water start to fill inside the system. I'm going to turn that back off because there's actually enough water in the heating system. And whilst you do that, you need to be looking at the pressure here, which will give you an indication. We're looking typically for between 1 to 1.5 bar
and then always just make sure once you've got the temperature, the pressure to the desired number, turn these back to the horizontal position. So you can see there's a gap there. It looks like they've siliconed it. Check outside. Same again, someone's just siliconed this in. The reason silicone shouldn't be used to seal in a flue, again, if you look up here, if you can see it, so silicone's been used and you can see that the silicone has actually shrunk and has peeled back, leaving gaps around the flue. So when using silicone, whilst you might get a good seal and get the hole around the flue covered up, it's not ideal to use, because once you go away and heat gets to it, it will actually shrink back and pull back and then create a hole. So it needs to be cement. These days you can get the tubes of cement in a silicone for a silicone gun, which is a lot easier, especially only if the gap is 20-30 mil around the flue. That's perfect to use one of those cement guns. I'm just checking to see if there's anything like leaks or anything that looks like it's doesn't look right. What you do sometimes get with these glowworms is the flue turret here, where it meets the external flue, is the seal around it goes, and then you start to get condensation water drip down onto the plate heat exchanger and the primary heat exchanger. So again, we're just doing visual checks here just to make sure that there's no signs of anything leaking or damaged components within inside the casing. And of course, whilst we've got it open, we can do a working pressure off the gas valve. So, as you may have seen on the camera, we've recorded 16.22 working pressure at the boiler, and at the gas meter we're recording 18, 19 millibar. So we've got about a 2 millibar roughly pressure loss, which we can only really have 1 millibar pressure loss across the system. The gas rate, however, is coming in bang on the numbers, so we'll be okay, but this will definitely be getting marked down onto the certificate. Yeah, so the pipes, there's the pipes. See the pipes there at the back? Mm-hmm. See the copper pipes at the back? Goes into the heat exchanger, goes through this coil like that, Yeah, so when the flames blow down, they heat up the water that's passing through this coil. But as the flames blow down, they produce gases, flue gases then, which the flue gases come down through the bottom, through here, goes up there, and then out. Bad. So this here is the sum. This is the sum of the primary heat exchanger. Okay, so this is where the water eventually from the burner, once the flames have blown, of course when you heat something up there is condensation from it. That condensation trickles down to this sump at the bottom and then in turn comes through here where the trap was connected to and then out through the drain. But what happens is as the flames burn onto the heat exchanger, it produces deposits of carbon. Yeah, carbon is just what you saw. They're little bits of carbon. Now, by taking this off, I can see inside there to see if there's lots of deposits of carbon, and it looks pretty good.
Oh,
Okay, but the water inside these two is different to the water in here because this is condensation water. The water inside these two is your heating water. Now, yes, the water from these two pipes does pass through this, but they never mix together. It passes through and then there is heat transference. So as the flames blow onto the aluminium heat exchanger, you'll see these pipes, they go up behind you and they connect onto this burner heat exchanger, and then it goes through a coil inside there, but the water inside that coil never mixes with the condensation.
I totally
do you get me?
Totally. I couldn't push it up as strong it should, so I got help. I started to push it with a screwdriver from the bottom and then I could turn.
Here it is here. Natural gas. What is this? This is the 25. 25. So we're looking for anything above 2. So we want 2.7 right up to -8.
very, very close, mind. I know. So there we are, that's an end of another very busy day. We didn't record the last 2 gas safeties just because, again, you know, they become a bit repetitive to just keep recording and showing you guys. Tomorrow's another busy day where we have a boiler install to complete. The weather is absolutely gruesome and it's apparently going to be the same for tomorrow, so we got to get up on ladders and fit a flue as well, so we're going to get prepared to get wet. Stay tuned, stick around till the end of the video and see how we get on with the installation of the boiler. Right, it's a quick early start for us this morning. We've got the full team with us. Madsen on the camera, Harry sat in the van currently. Off we go now to go and fit this boiler. So we are here today in Bridgend installing a new boiler for this customer. Now, we never normally come this far to do any work. However, this customer of mine is a friend as well. So with friends, then we do tend to make an exception with travelling a little bit further than we normally would. Whilst we're in the area, I'm feeling a bit generous. So live in the Bridgend area and you're looking for a team to come in and help with your boiler troubles and you're perhaps needing a new boiler, then you know, give us a comment on the post and let us know how we may be able to help you.
Doesn't look that heavy. That's a wrap for this boiler installation. Just got Harry up on the road now. Gonna watch us out as it's a very busy road. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. It really does help us to grow this channel. If you've got any comments, leave them below. Especially the keyboard warriors, because I just love you.